Hey everyone, about to play a game with Reki. We are up against Xenagos, God of Revels, which is a little scary. It's a pretty good commander. And I think we have to mulligan this hand. Our opponent did luckily too. If we draw a third land, I guess it's not terrible, but we got a lot of high curve. Although, if we can resolve Sachi and keep Reki in play, then we have enough mana to power out everything else. But, yeah. Mulligan time. Well, this is a keep because of Soul Ring plus Kodama's Reach. That basically is going to get me there, I think. I mean, that'll put me on 5 mana already, so I can play everything in my hand for 5. Yeah, turn 1 Soul Ring is nice. Makes a hand like this keepable. I mean, if it were any other, if it were like Felwar Stone or something, it wouldn't be keepable. Let's put these in order while our opponent's thinking. There we go. We're going to keep this one. Our opponent mulled to 5. These were the very first legendary enchantments before the ones they printed in Theros block. At least I think they were. There might be an older one, I guess. But the type of shrine doesn't exist anywhere but Kamigawa block, sadly. It should. Alright, so our opponent kept their 5-card hand. Hope he doesn't just rage quit when I play Soul Ring on turn 1 after he hit a mulligan. I mean, if he could see the rest of my hand, he probably wouldn't, but he might just assume... Yeah, we don't want that. He might just assume that we have an awesome hand. I mean, our hand is pretty good, don't get me wrong, because of Kodama's Reach plus Soul Ring, but if he just has, like, an enchantment, an artifact removal spell, we're in trouble, so... Man, why don't you cost 2 on Honor Worn Shaku? I wouldn't mind drawing a land so I can play... no, I can't play that. What am I talking about? Okay, Gruul Turf. That's rough for our opponent because that land has to come into play tapped. All right, well, this is what we have to do. We are going to get to play the land, one of the lands that we get, so they're both going to come into play. Okay, then we play the other one and we end our turn. So it's probably going to be best just to play Garrick right away, honestly, instead of trying to do, fancy stuff like just slamming Garrick here and start, he can just win me the game on his own. So next turn we can play Reki and start doing some other things and let Garrick try to sort of take the game over for us. What you got? He costs 5, right? Yes. So it's not that. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So yeah, we probably just get to play Reki and Honor Worn Shaku this turn. I think it's better to try to get Reki in play and start getting the cards, because we can just have him take over the game. We'll be able to play these bigger spells later, and they'll still be impactful. So our opponent did something similar to us. Kept the hand because he had Cultivate / Kodama's Reach. His was a little slower, obviously. We had the advantage, but... Yep, well now he can play his Xenagos, that's for sure. Oh, well, that's pretty good. I think I'd actually rather play Reki and then Hall of Triumph now. We're going to put a dude into play. Then we're going to play Hall of Triumph. Hello, Miri. And we're going to name green. And we'll attack. So excited to see your deck. Is that sarcasm? I don't know. I think he's probably interested in Reki. He is an interesting commander, that's for sure. Not one you see a whole lot of. So, I mean, we draw 4 cards now if we fire off Garrick's ability, which is pretty nuts. We can duplicate anything he plays, unless it's Xenagos, who won't be a creature. So we do need to be leaving blockers back for the very scary things that this deck can potentially do. Luckily, we'll be making a. That's probably why we'll make a beast this turn. Six mana. No, that's just 5. He's probably just playing Xenagos, which is cool by me. So what will I do? Probably play Jugon, just force our good position here by playing Jugon. I could play like Miri and Honor Worn Shaku, but that's not really worth it. Oh, a new card. That's cool. Grimoire of the Dead. Yeah, I don't think we want that. So yeah, we're just going to put another beast into play for now. Jugon will let us draw 6 cards, so that's probably what we'll end up doing next turn. Although it would be nice to have a way to have any hand size, to have, all the hand size we want. But so I'll just play Jugon here. So I guess I'll play another against this guy afterwards. I'll probably record both and just post whichever was more interesting, which will probably be the next one. So we're just going to bash in with our beasts. Though I guess if I get completely destroyed in the next one, I probably won't post that either, because if the point is for you guys to see this deck, take off the way it's supposed to. I mean, I post games where I lose all the time, as you know if you watch these, but they're usually like long, interesting, intricate games, not just a game where I get destroyed. So, because that doesn't really teach you guys anything about the deck, except, any deck can get destroyed. Well, he has Soul Ring now. His own Soul Ring. We're probably just going to win on this next turn, barring catastrophe. Barring catastrophe. Pirate Heart Wolf, okay. Well, I doubt he attacks, so. Well, maybe he will now. Untap all lands. Yeah, that's still not a great attack, though. I mean, I would double block this guy. Although he gets totem armor, doesn't he? Yeah, I would definitely still double block him. My opponent getting the extra land, the extra, Oh, it's just whenever it attacks. Dang, that's pretty good. I was thinking it was when it did combat damage. So I think we still block it because we don't really want to lose Garrick. See, this game might still be a little bit more interesting. So the totem armor will just fall off and he'll get to keep his creature, unfortunately for us. But if he kills Jugon, we get to make one of these into like a 10-10 or whatever, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. That means he probably can't kill Jugon, which, like I said, isn't the worst thing to happen to us, especially when we have Garrick in play, because if I make one of them a 10-10, I get to draw 10 cards for 0 mana, so. Oh, he's got something. Maybe he can kill both of them. Not quite. So it's actually a werewolf deck, and he's running Xenagos. I see. That's cool. It's interesting he didn't want to kill Jugon, probably because for the reason I just mentioned, I guess. So Garrick does get hit and drop to 4. So 6, 10, 14, 17. Yeah, we can't quite kill him anymore. We do not quite get there. Okay. I probably should have played some spells first. Yeah, we'll attack with everything. So, I think I'm going to play Miri and Yisan since they'll both be pretty large. She also has first strike, which is certainly relevant right now. And then I think we just make another beast. And in the turn, I mean, Jugon just kills him in the air next turn, so. Yeah. Hopefully the next one's more interesting one way or another. But I mean, we have evasive damage here. We have evasive damage here. I mean, it's going to take more than that. Even, I mean, we let Garrick die here, of course. Our opponent just killed himself. That's funny. Well, yeah, we just let Garrick die here. I mean, drawing a million cards with him would have been nice, but I'm okay with not doing that. Why do they have trample? Oh, Halpak Resurgence. Yeah, we just let Garrick die here. It's funny, we both kept like one land hands that had a ramp spell in it, and that's what won us, made it so we both drew a bunch of lands. He actually ended up with more than I did in the end. So that's good for him. Let's attack with everything, because why not? Even if something crazy happens, we can play a bunch of spells. Alright, so I'm going to challenge this guy to another one. And so I'll end the recording for this one here. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.